Alex Polizzi is an award-winning hotelier with over 20 years' experience working in the world's most luxurious hotels. Born into the legendary Forte hotel dynasty, she's on a crusade to transform Britain's most desperate hotels and B&Bs. From outrageous owners
I can smooch your big melon.
to dodgy decor,
Has the world gone mad?
nothing escapes the hotel inspector's beady eye.
Toast is not an option. What have they got against toast?
Or her quest for perfection.
I want to fight. I'm stirred up, yeah.
I don't care if you agree or disagree, just try it.
This week, has Alex finally cracked in Ramsbottom?
This is chaos back here, my goodness.
With a family business in danger of falling apart.
I've been telling her for weeks I'm sick of being here now.
I just want to get rid of the place. Just too much work.
If you want a job doing right, well, do it yourself.
That's bollocks though, darling.
Ramsbottom, a quiet market town in the northwest of England, surrounded by rolling countryside and home to the 14-bedroom Grant Arms Hotel.
Hello, Grant Arms Hotel.
Run by 30-year-old Charlotte Belcher.
One day, driving past, noticed a big sign on the front of the building for sale. Kind of fell in love with it a little bit. Called up, and 7 days later, we had the keys. Shut up! I didn't actually know that it was a hotel when we took over. I thought it was just the pub.
After taking the reins 2.5 years ago, Charlotte's wasted little time turning the hotel into a real family business.
The internet kept cutting off yesterday, so...
I'll sort it out.
Okey-doke.
With 11-year-old daughter Tiffany providing both technical and emotional support as the hotel's head waitress.
Right, take that breakfast out though first then, will you please?
Looks good, this Mum.
And 7-year-old Harley keen to lend a hand between school hours.
Grant Arms Hotel, how may I help you?
He's very good at checking people in, checking people out.
Can I take your number?
He is now still training to be able to take car payments.
While husband Rich keeps half an eye on maintenance.
I do like to get my hands in there sometimes and do a bit of work here and there.
It's all hands on deck, but it's clear Charlotte is captain of the ship.
I'd class myself as a hotel manager first. Oh, the computer's just crashed. I try and be a good barmaid, a waitress, cellar man. Hate these new fittings. Function organiser. A chef. Never been to college, I don't think it's necessary. A housemaid. We've got a floater. I do think, you know, I'm capable of doing things better than everybody else.
Charlotte might be Queen Bee, but playing jack of all trades is beginning to take its toll.
Right, there's a bed in here because my mum doesn't come home that often.
This is my office. I'm temporarily sleeping in here. I'm here most of the time anyway.
At the moment, I'm like a single parent, which is a shame, isn't it, pal?
But despite their best team efforts, the hotel has so far yet to turn a profit.
If the Grant Arms fails, I really don't know where it'd leave me or the family.
With the family finances in a tangle, can hotel inspector Alex Polizzi help unravel Charlotte's web?
I'm really just nervous and excited to see what she's going to say, more than anything. I hope she's not going to be too harsh.
I'm not very impressed already by the manky signage and by these blackboards. What can I say? I imagine I'm not coming to the heights of luxury.
Unimpressed with the unseemly signage, Alex goes in search of a warmer welcome.
Hiya.
Hello, good afternoon.
This is the Grant Arms Hotel.
It is indeed, madam.
Where's the hotel part?
If we'd like to follow me, I'll take you up to reception.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Hotel reception is just here.
Great. Thank you. Hiya.
Oh, hello.
So, I'm Alex.
It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I came through the pub. I didn't realise that there was a hotel entrance up here, sorry.
Yeah, we do try and run them as two separates, which is quite difficult. But the pub is a pub.
You don't have a pub with rooms?
That's right.
That's what you mean?
Yes.
Yeah. Why is that? Do you think it gives the wrong impression? Or?
I think we're just too nice for that, if anything. The building itself is a hotel-style building. It's not a pub with rooms style.
OK. Can I go up to my room?
Of course, yes. I'll show you up.
Thank you.
Alex will stay in the Grant Arms Premier Room, priced at £65 a night for bed and breakfast.
OK, great. So, you've been here 2.5 years. How much of this room is you?
The red.
Is this your nicest room?
At the moment it is, yes.
How many rooms are done up to this standard?
This is the only one, and this is the only one with a jacuzzi bath.
OK, I'm going to have a poke about the place, and then I will come and find you later.
That's great. Okay, see you later.
Bye. This isn't the ugliest room I've ever seen. Quite like the feature wallpaper, that's fine. The bed looks nice, white linen. So far, so good.
Still a bit nervous that she's left up there to her own devices.
This is quite simply the most shockingly put on wallpaper I've ever seen.
I'm hoping she's not being too harsh.
How does that happen, for goodness sake? So, let's see. The famous jacuzzi bath. I can never quite work out why I'm supposed to be so excited at the prospect of a jacuzzi bath. I can't imagine the last time a jacuzzi bath was fashionable, but certainly not in the last 2 decades. Yeah, I'm not sure whether I'll indulge.
With the bubble bath failing to fizz, can the other rooms float the hotel inspector's boat?
Well, this isn't nearly as nice.
I do think she'll appreciate that the rooms are spotless.
It's a bit stinky. There's a very, very stained carpet. I mean, this is not the kind of carpet you'd want to walk on with bare feet.
I'm quite proud of the fact that the rooms are clean. We do work hard to maintain them all being spotless.
I mean, that looks really unattractive. It looks like it's seen some hard riding.
I'd be heartbroken if she said the rooms were dirty.
Even these, I don't actually want to touch them, but I just wanted to see if all the pillows have. You see, nothing there. There is not a pillow protector on these pillows. This is not a good start. Clearly a lighting issue because that light goes on and that one doesn't. I'm not quite sure which came first. The flowers, the pillow, or the picture. But they've obviously been carefully chosen to tie in with each other. Unfortunately, none of them tie in with the curtains. Who cares about a fecking decorative pillow? Really? You know, why try and overlay it with something like that, which is just a dust collector? Far more important to have decent curtains, I would think. Ooh, this smells really damp. Oh my goodness gracious me.
I think she'll like the fact that we've made the effort with the redecorating.
I think it's clear that she doesn't really have an idea what she's doing.
And it seems it's not just the bedrooms that are giving off the wrong signals.
These frankly repulsive dried flowers that look as if they've been through a hurricane and survived give a very bad impression of the hotel.
Leaving the hotel inspector with much to chew on.
This is a bit of an old dog, this place. And I have to say, my heart is sinking lower and lower with each further room I go into.
Can Alex get Charlotte and the Grant Arms back on its feet?
This is chaos back here.
I just want to get rid of the place.
Do you? It feels like this is a business in trouble.
Hotel Inspector Alex Polizzi is at the 14-bedroom Grant Arms in Ramsbottom.
Please go downstairs, get my big bunch of keys.
Let's go!
Hurry up.
Run by 30-year-old Charlotte Belcher and family.
Right, Hallie, will you get me a scarrer, please?
But despite a healthy occupancy,
So that's room 5. Room 5's at the top of the stairs to the left-hand side.
the hotel's profits and its proprietor are seriously under the weather. With the bedrooms failing to impress,
I would probably not want to spend 65 quid on a room here.
Alex wants to know if the other parts of the business are suffering too.
So, you bought this 2.5 years ago?
Yes.
You've never run a hotel?
No,
What is your working routine?
it's chaotic. Absolute
well done for being
chaos. Day in, day out. I'm constantly on call, constantly on duty.
Don't tell me you've done it like this for 2.5 years.
On and off. If you want a job doing right, well, do it yourself.
That's bollocks though, darling. You can only do so many jobs in a day and do them well.
It seems there's no job to which Charlotte is shy of turning her hand.
Why don't you have a website?
We did have a website and I had crosswords with the company who would sorting the website out. So I then started to do that myself and
You just didn't?
It is in the process, but the process has just not ended.
How many staff have been through your hands in 2.5 years? Ballpark.
40?
Fucking hell. It's a lot.
Oh yeah. They're all shit.
Well,
They're
surely you
lazy.
spotted that at interview.
No, I don't believe in the big interview process.
Oh my
CVs
God.
are lies. My kids can pretty much do the jobs that they do better.
But maybe it's you not teaching people how to do their job properly.
With Charlotte determined to sweat the small stuff alone, Alex is worried she might be missing the bigger picture.
I'm interested mainly in the idea that you hate so much the idea of being considered a pub with rooms. Because it is such a well-trodden path now, pubs with rooms. If you've got a really good pub, it's incredibly appealing.
When we took over 2.5 years ago, the pub did come with quite a reputation.
Did it?
So it's taken a good 2.5 years to start shifting that reputation.
Alex retires for the night, believing the family are creating a financial drama due to an identity crisis.
My initial thoughts are that the Grant Arms is misnamed as a hotel. I want to convince Charlotte that a pub with rooms is an honourable undertaking. I think obviously Charlotte's bitten off more than she can chew. You cannot run a 14-bedroom place and expect to be able to do everything yourself. You just can't. So everything then gets done badly.
The following morning, breakfast continues with the family theme.
Morning.
Morning.
You must be Tiffany.
Yeah.
How old are you?
11.
Very nice to meet you. I'm Alex.
Yes,
So
nice
are
to
you
meet you.
my waitress?
Yeah.
How often do you do that here?
I do it every morning.
Do you?
Yeah.
Before school?
Before school, yeah.
Can I please have 2 fried eggs on wholemeal toasted?
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm hoping she slept well. She went to bed quite early. I'm a bit nervous by what she might say today. Breakfast will be the same as usual for Alex. I don't want to think she gets too much special treatment. There you go.
2 fried eggs untoasted.
Thank you, darling.
No problem.
I don't have any problem at all being served by a child. But I just think that it makes this place feel less professional than it should.
Concerned with the level of professionalism in the restaurant, Alex is in for an even bigger shock when she catches up with Charlotte at reception.
Good Lord, darling. It's your bedroom.
At the moment.
Very nice. This is chaos back here, my goodness.
Yeah, it's my organised chaos.
Does this not bother you?
We tidy this regular, and then it ends up being a bit of a dumping ground. I mean, you know, the children's clothes and polish and cleaning products.
I kind of need to shift you out of here. I need to stop you sleeping in that ridiculous office. This is such an unhealthy environment. And there needs to be a bit of a clear out here too, honestly. I think we're going to have to try and roll up our sleeves and do that as well. You're clearly working incredibly hard. You haven't had a day off since May. I think you're not doing things particularly brilliantly. There's only so many holes you can plug in a day. I love Tiffany. I think she's a great waitress, but people expect a level of professionalism from a hotel. It feels very hand to mouth to be served by your daughter. I'm sorry, it feels like this is a business in trouble.
With the problems mounting, Alex wants to hear from the other side of the family.
Hello, you two. So if you had one wish for me to a problem to sort out, what would it be?
I'd like Charlotte to come here in the morning, do a day shift, and at tea time come home and spend the rest of the day with me and the kids. That's what I want. I've been telling her for weeks I'm sick of being here now and it just needs to change.
My argument, and I would like to see if you agree with this, is that although she spends a lot of hours here, she's not being very effective.
Yeah, I agree. I think she tries to do too much, all on her own. She's spread thinly throughout everything. Ain't she, son?
Yeah, pretty much.
What about you, Holly? What do you think needs to be made better here?
I just want to get rid of the place.
Do you? Why?
So it's just too much work.
OK, I'm going to have tough words with her. Don't you worry. I'm more nervous about this than I have been for a long time, just because I think they've got themselves into a real pickle here. The rooms aren't particularly nice, but they're OK. We've got decent occupancy. It's kind of limping along, but it's not enough just to say that without coming up with some solutions. I've got to find some solutions now.
With family harmony on the line as well as the business, Alex has a plan to get both back on track.
Interestingly, you know, Harley said to me he just wants you just to sell it. He said it's just too much hard work, he said. So, the first and most important thing is that you have to accept that you are going to have to find a way to step back a bit. Because I don't think you're being very effective. You're so close to the coalface, it isn't reasonable to expect you to work all day and sleep behind reception at night. Because no one can do 24 hours a day. I understand that you're worried about security, and I'd like to think of some low-tech solutions for that.
If Alex is to help the Grant Arms come up to scratch and back into profit, she's going to need Charlotte to start firing on all cylinders.
There are lots of things about the hotel that I think would be very simple to fix if you had the brain space to do it. Really simple things like behind reception. I mean, that's just, it's impossible to run a hotel smoothly if that working area is like that, darling.
Yeah.
And it's kind of, it's a bit chaotic.
Yeah.
I'd like you to be able to clear that out. I'd like you to look at all the signage everywhere.
To allow Charlotte to enjoy an improved work-life balance, Alex wants her to take a more professional approach to hiring staff and stop relying on family members to fill the gaps.
I'd like to help you try and find a significant person who is a grown-up, who has experience, who has certifiable references, and who one day a week can actually look after the hotel for you so you have time with your family.
Finally, Alex wants to help transform the Grant Arms from a hotel into a far more modern and fashionable pub with rooms.
The fact that you have a pub, I think, will make a big difference. It's a one-stop shop.
Yeah.
They can come here, a couple of pints, decent home-cooked meal, no frills,
Yeah.
but Bob's your bloody uncle. I think that's a very appealing message. I'd like to suggest that you let me do up the bar. Then that might help generate the money that you need.
Great.
How does that all sound?
Sounds great.
Does that sound like sensible?
Yeah, it sounds sensible. It sounds like it could work.
Just talking to you, but you're very flat. And I know that's also because you're ill, but there's not much room for highs and lows. You're just doing what you have to bloody do. I personally don't think that's a great way to live.
It's not, because it's not exciting anymore. There's no enjoyment. We are plodding. You know, we are just getting through the day and getting the jobs done. And now I find myself, you know, painting a smile on because you just want to go to bed.
Honestly, I think Charlotte's in one of the worst states that I've seen anyone in years because she just showed no real emotional response at all. It's like she's dead between the ears, and I think that is just because she's so exhausted.
She did make a comment that I was flat, maybe slightly unfair. I'm hoping this is going to be a new start once Alex's plans have been put into play.
She's got to find an inner wellspring of energy, because otherwise I don't really see a light at the end of the tunnel.
Can Alex help turn Charlotte's frown upside down?
Are you enthusiastic about it?
Yes, I'm hopeful.
I'm finding it very difficult to work with her. She's just quite grumpy.
I'm not yet convinced.
Alex Polizzi is at the Grant Arms, a 14-bedroom hotel in Ramsbottom that's taken the term family business to its extreme.
Mum, 2 fried eggs of brown bread, but it's toasted, and 1 coffee.
Oh, you know.
30-year-old Charlotte Belcher has found herself working round the clock and ended up literally sleeping on the job.
I could sleep in the breakfast room, but it's cold.
I would like my mum to be at home a little bit more because we don't actually get to see that often.
Harley, can you hear that pigeon flapping above room 1?
After finding her host sleepwalking to financial disaster,
Come on, little pigeon. Little pigeon.
it seems Charlotte has woken up to Alex's advice.
So what are we doing? Are we just putting all new ones in?
Since Alex has been, my attitude has changed.
It's taking longer than going shopping, this.
Slowly catch your monkey, Richard. People always say, you know, do this, do that. But I think I needed somebody completely on the outside looking in to give me that advice.
Right, Harley, try the lights again. Great. It's bright when you stood next to it.
We get rid of that cobweb while you're up there. It's just stuck there on the ball there, at the backside of the... Cute.
Alex's design team have also been busy, setting to work in the bar area to help rid the hotel of its bad reputation.
My whole plan hinges on the idea that we need to immediately generate income so that Charlotte can start improving the rooms even more, and hopefully improving her food and drink offering and the surroundings in which you can enjoy them will mean that she gets many more people coming to her door.
To help Charlotte get out the right side of bed in the mornings, Alex has also arranged for a set of shutters to be installed in reception.
Pull it down. Hold it down. Key in. Turn it.
She was in this ridiculous stage of sleeping behind reception because she was so worried about security.
You can do it. Yeah, look at that. Easy.
Yeah. I'm hoping that I will have winkled her out from her nasty bed and put her back in a real bedroom.
With both Charlotte and the building feeling more secure, the reception area has started looking a little more professional too.
It looks pretty much like an office again, which I haven't seen for a while. Don't sleep in here anymore at all. You only use the bedroom upstairs when I have to stay here.
With things now feeling a little more businesslike at the Grant Arms, Alex wants to turn her attention to Charlotte's haphazard working hours.
I think the problem with Charlotte is that she is so focused on just getting through another day and putting one foot in front of the other that she's forgotten the importance of having long-term goals and strategies.
So Alex has arranged for a time management expert to visit.
Time management mistakes. Go and take off the wall the ones that you think are your mistakes.
On her behalf. Not taking breaks.
Okay?
Failure to manage distractions, I think, because you could be busy doing one thing and then a member of staff will come and say, oh, Charlotte, this is... and then it drags you away from what you were doing.
No, I disagree. The fact that somebody comes and says this is really important, you need to come with me, is a distraction that has to be. But they set personal goals because that's just pants. It's just not doable. Because obviously your goal is to be a multimillionaire tomorrow. That's the goal.
So how would you make that goal realistic?
You work as hard as you possibly can to get to it.
That's called being a busy fool.
You know, you do not make a business successful just by making sure that you open the doors every day.
If your goal is to make this the most successful business in the world, you have to set milestones and benchmarks to get there. If your way of achieving that goal is to say, I'm just going to work as hard as I can to get there, I would suggest that's not effective.
Okay.
All right?
With Charlotte's business approach failing to stand up to scrutiny, her management skills are next to come under the microscope.
Would you say your staff are trained to the standard you want them trained
No.
to? Okay, so training staff would be a time management issue. Would you agree?
I wouldn't say it's time management, I'd just say that they're just lazy. Can't get decent staff for the wages we pay.
Now, important for me is to know what you've learned, that you've actually taken away something from this that you can use.
To be fair, with no disrespect towards yourself, it all just seemed like common sense to me, so I don't really feel that I've learned anything.
Okay. Interesting.
Alex is back in Ramsbottom, hoping that for Charlotte, the change will prove to be as good as a rest.
Hello, my dear.
Oh, hiya, nice to see you.
How are you?
Not too bad.
This is all looking much better.
As you requested.
You're looking a bit sparkier.
Yes, I'm a lot better now, had a lot more sleep, moved out the office.
Yay!
As you recommended.
Oh, I'm so pleased, darling.
Yeah, it's been a big improvement since you was last here.
Time management. How did that go?
Not fantastic, but it went okay. I took a couple of bits from it. I do think if we had a bigger team that could have played a part in that,
yes,
then it really would have helped. If I had people to delegate to, it'd be wonderful.
Well, funny you say that, but that is the next part of our strategy, is it not?
It is.
I know you are not very sure about finding anybody, but, you know, you can't grow this business without some more staff, can you?
No.
To cap Charlotte's excessive working hours and allow her to spend more time with her family, Alex wants to help find an assistant manager to shoulder some of her burden. so she's arranged a suitable shortlist of candidates.
I know you're quite sceptical about the interview process and about CVs, and I think CVs tell you a lot. If nothing else, how often they've moved from job to job, how long they've lasted in a job. Let's try and find out what they liked and didn't like in their last jobs, because that also is quite helpful.
But things aren't running quite to plan. 2 of the candidates fail to appear.
It's a good start, isn't it? Both our candidates so far are late.
And it's really a big pet hate of mine. See, you wonder why I give up, because this is my time. I can't stand it when people are late. I can't stand it. It really bugs me. I've never been late, ever.
Welcome to the EE voice.
Yeah, he's not coming because he's not answering.
Don't bother calling again. Don't bother.
With the external candidates failing to show, Alex wants Charlotte to explore another option closer to home. Training up one of her existing staff. So she's called up Matt for interview.
And also, it's nice to show that you're interested in your staff's development. I think you should never underestimate how powerful that is. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
You look nice.
Thank you very much.
You're working behind the bar at the moment.
Yeah.
It's a lot of customer contact. How do you find that? Do you enjoy it?
I enjoy it.
Is there specific training that you'd like to be given? Is there something that particularly you feel like you would benefit from learning?
Well, getting used to the computer, and if a customer asks for invoices, instead of leaving messages for Charlotte to do it, if I'm trained up, I can just do it there and then.
Initially frosty to the concept of staff training, Charlotte's starting to warm to the theme.
Really, we just want to know what you intend to do, what your future, what you can see yourself doing here.
If it's possible, maybe an assistant manager's role, more responsibility, if you feel I'm up to it. I like to challenge myself, and I like to better myself as well.
All right, darling, thanks
Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you later on.
See you later. Bye, darling.
See ya.
Well, he is a nice young man, isn't he?
A very nice person. Good work ethic, which is exactly what I need here. Could assist me upstairs a little bit more, maybe, which means maybe even if I just get an extra few hours away, I could probably do that with him just being able to do the computer system.
After targeting Charlotte's unsustainable working schedule, next in Alex's sights, the hotel's bad reputation. She wants the bar area to become the centre point of the Grant Arms' new identity, a pub with rooms.
What I'd like us to do is to have a pie and ale night. It will give us a reason to invite people, to get them in through the doors, and then they'll see what a good job you've done here. You know, you've struggled with this place having a bad reputation, and you're finding it hard to transmit the fact that there's been a massive sea change here.
Yes.
Hopefully this is one way of, people believe the evidence of their own eyes, don't they?
Yeah.
And if then, I think you will start convincing people a bit more quickly. Are you enthusiastic about it?
Yes, I'm hopeful.
Hopeful?
I'm very hopeful.
Good, that's good. That's enough for me. It's terrible how I'm forced to drink, even when my heart says no, no, no. Professionals for last, I will do my best, hey?
To help the evening go with a swing, Alex has arranged a visit to a local brewery to find the perfect selection of ales.
We need something that goes with pie. Do we do
pie?
Yes, let's do something for beef and something for chicken.
The idea, choose the selection of ales that can best complement the food.
Well, that's lovely.
While Alex and Richard dive in,
What I like about tasting beer is you have to swallow.
Richard, you meant to have a little bit. Don't drink a glass of every one.
Do you want a straw?
the experience seems to have left Charlotte with a sour taste.
Are you not a beer drinker?
Absolutely.
What do you think of it? Is that the Costa?
Oh, that's delicious.
Should we write you some more?
That's cheered me up no end. So this is what we're drinking to go with the beef pie? Yeah? What do you think? It's your decision. Hello? So you agreed that these are the ales for our pie and ale night?
Yes.
Thank you for your expert help, Rich. We couldn't have done it without you.
No worries.
Thank you very much.
Pleasure.
Charlotte hasn't been in the best mood. I'm finding it very difficult to work with her. She's just quite grumpy.
I'm a little bit dubious about the pie and ale night. I really hope it goes well, and I'd love for it to take off with it being such a simple thing.
I thought when I first saw her that she seemed immensely revived and re-energised, but she's kind of just very flat. It's hard to rouse her to enthusiasm or anger.
I'm hopeful. I'm not yet convinced.
The Grant Arms has a bad reputation, so it's really important that she gets this right. And I don't want her to blow this one opportunity she has.
Can Alex help the sun rise in Ramsbottom before it sets upon the Grant Arms?
I am really hoping for a change in Charlotte. Do you feel better now? Do you feel like there's a bit more bounce in you?
Alex Polizzi's in Ramsbottom helping 30-year-old Charlotte Belcher reverse the Grant Arms Hotel's bad reputation by turning it into a more stylish pub with rooms. To aid the transformation, Alex has arranged to smarten up the unappealing exterior.
I think they look great, and they look a lot fresher.
And invigorate the bedrooms with brand new soft furnishings.
We've got some new cushions, new throws, new lamps, curtains. I think it looks a lot better than it did. Alex did help with pillow protectors, so we've already made a start putting those on the beds. Alex should be very happy now. There we go, all done.
With the bar makeover complete, Alex is back for an event she hopes will show the decor isn't the only thing that's changed at the Grant Arms.
I'm really excited to see what Alex has arranged to be done in the bar area. I hope it's going to make a big difference to the clientele change that we're planning to have here.
Back at the Grant Arms, and I can see some lovely new signs looking very smart, although there's still that bloody A board there. I am really hoping for a change in Charlotte. The Grant Arms has improved, and I hope I see the same improvement in her. Hi, Charlotte.
Oh, hello.
How are you?
Really good, thank you.
How's the hotel been doing? Busy?
Really well. The hotel trade's definitely picked up recently. It's really good. It's all going really well.
So you're quite cheerful?
Yes, it's all looking good. I'm quite happy at the minute.
I'm pleased. So what do you want to look at first? Should we go and look at the bar?
Great, let's go down.
Let's go.
Alex wanted to turn the former tired-looking pub into a cool, stylish bar area that could become the focus of the new-look Grant Arms, where guests could enjoy a hearty meal and drink, and locals could be assured the ugly reputation is now a thing of the past.
Oh, I do like the colour.
Yes.
And I like the colour of the top of the bar. Hi, Matt. How
Hello.
are you?
Very well, how are you?
Lovely to see you.
Good to see you as well.
What do you think of the bar?
Brilliant, fantastic. Looks a lot better.
It just looks very smart and very clean and just the kind of place you'd like to raise a glass in. So hopefully we'll hear that response tonight for the pie and ale evening.
Yes.
And we want to be able to show them around and show them what you've done here and that, you know, it's on the up and up.
Yes.
Yeah? Now, should we go and have a look at bedrooms?
Yes.
I'd love to see.
Great.
Come on, show me. See you in a minute.
See you later.
Ooh, this looks loads better.
Yes, I think so. I really like this one. This is definitely my favourite.
But it all matches, darling, the
Yes.
bedspread and the cushions and the curtains, and you've even got a little lamp.
Yes.
Does it work?
Yes.
Not to say that I don't believe you. Let there be light.
Yes.
And how many rooms have you managed to affect?
We've done about 4.
Gosh, well done
Ish,
you.
yeah.
It looks lovely. It looks really
a lot
nice.
cosier.
Come on, let's go.
With the Grant Arms now well on the way to respectability and the pies ready to rise to the occasion, Alex has one last piece of advice.
So I really want us to dispel this myth that this is a rough pub.
Yes.
I mean, that is the aim. And I want you to be charm personified as you are. I just want us to make a really good first impression, because first impressions count.
They do.
Yeah.
Fortunately, Alex's new bar provides a warm welcome for guests.
Hi, it looks wonderful. We're getting a lot of feedback from the workmen who we have Monday to Friday that they like it here because we have a pub.
The pies seem to be going down equally well.
Beautiful. Keith, get yourself a pie.
It's good to see that you kind of do it with gusto.
What's better than a bit of ale and a pie?
And the new spruced up bedrooms also get the thumbs up.
Very nice.
Great.
I think the work that we've done over the last few months may have helped change the reputation of the Grant Arms. I hope so. I admire her for having such guts and such drive. You know, this deserves to have a place in Ramsbottom and be somewhere that makes money.
But the biggest change of all involves the staffing. It seems Charlotte has slowly started handing over responsibility to Matt the barman.
Now coming upstairs, I'm checking hotel guests in, showing them to the room. I'm locking the pub and the hotel up as well at night time. It shows that she believes in me, she trusts me a lot, so it does mean a lot.
So she's got plenty more family time.
She said she took you to the hairdresser the other day.
Yeah, she did.
Well, so that's good, isn't it?
Yeah.
So do you think she's a bit more relaxed?
My mum's been a lot more relaxed now that we've had the blinds and the place looks a bit more warmer and people are coming in a lot more. We're fully booked like nearly every week.
Do you feel better now? Do you feel like there's a bit more bounce in you? Do you feel
I feel a lot better than I did, a lot better. I feel that things have got done. You know, I'm not chasing my tail as much as I was back then. And with the works that you've helped do now, I think that's just going to increase the trade even more. Clientele has started to shift. We are starting to get the clientele base in that I've always wanted. The children are definitely happier. As a whole, you know, we're all happier. Thank you. Couldn't be more grateful.
Oh, darling, that's nice of you to say. Thank you. I think the Grant Arms is much improved from when I was first here. Charlotte seems happier. It seems less on a knife edge, this place. I didn't know how Charlotte was going from one day to the next, and I didn't know how her family could bear it. That all seems to have calmed down. And Charlotte, although not full of beans, I wouldn't say, does certainly seem as if she's got a few more resources to deal with the next stage of work to come.
Next time, a family business under financial pressure.
I want Mum out. It's driving me around the bend.
Depressing, but cheap.
Forces Alex into a corner.
I just wonder how it all got to be my fault.
It might be just easier to say, OK, well, let's just sell it.
Next tonight on Channel 5, we're just a couple of days in and it's tears and tension already in the house, with Sarah's morals under fire. Unfairly? You decide. It's Big Brother Time Bomb in minutes.